And so his conclusion is
claims about what science has shown about God's existence. Why should we believe them if they cannot tell us about the unobservable parts of physical reality? At the same time, they don't even tell us what the non-physical parts of reality are.
Right.
So they can't do it with what we see, and they can't do it with what we don't see. So why should we believe them when they say, science has proven that God does not exist because, all these things. We look at the very small and we don't see little God particles moving in, and we don't look out in the vastness of space and see the throne of heaven. And,
well, they do have the God particle.
Well, they do have, I would not. They better hope God's not there, because I'm pretty sure he has the best lawyers in the universe, and, co-opting his name. But
so if we have reason, he says, to be skeptical about what our scientific theories tell us about the unobservable parts of physical reality, right? Like, wait a minute, we're not sure what that's like. Why would we believe what they imply about non-physical reality, that God doesn't exist and that sort of thing? If you don't get it right, or if we have reason to be skeptical in this area where you're supposed to be the expert and tell us exactly, then in this other area, why would we, as good skeptics, that is, sober skeptics, why would we believe you in this other area that you don't even deal with? Right.
So that's the whole point of this chapter, is why did we learn about string theory? Because string theory, quantum mechanics, superstring theory, all the M theories, all those are, as of 2016, at the time of the writing of this book, are and have been the best attempts to answer the physicalness of the entire universe. And so when you have then scientists scoff at whether or not there's a God, well, they can't even tell you what's happening at if they're at the one end, they can't tell you what's happening at the other end, and they can kind of tell you what's happening in the middle, but then they have to refer back to a guy whose theory they supplanted with their own theory, and they just don't kind of tell you this. They're not being intellectually honest about what science actually says. So that's why we've looked at why actual science is hard, why real science is hard. We looked at the different points of having arguing with success. Well, it just seems to work. In here, it's not even working. It's, they come up with things that kind of work within itself, but you kind of have to coach it with, the mysticism, the good practices, and shaking the rabbit's foot over it and hoping that the counterspin of the other arm. We're just going to devolve back, and we're going to find out animal sacrifices does the work. So what are we to do? We're supposed to be good, sober skeptics, realize what actual science is doing, and what it actually says, and what it can't do. Right, exactly. And so if it can't tell us yet physical reality truths, or workable truths even, we shouldn't take too much for stake when they say things like, God doesn't exist, or there's no objective morality, or the laws of logic exist within the universe that doesn't pertain to human existence. So that's what this whole approach was.